And we're live. No pre-stream today. Hey Petty, hey buddy. I see you in chat there. Yeah, I had to start a little bit later than I would have liked, so we're jumping straight into it. And I always like to give people a little bit of time to get over here, you know, which is why we do the pre-stream. Put on a cool song, but I couldn't even think of one. I've been in so much of a rush. It was like, okay, let's put on a song. I couldn't even think of anything. Cool. Alright, so some of you are here. That's awesome. We're going to be logging in a second. Just give people a moment here to turn up. I've also left my door wide open, which is not a good idea. Let's shut that. There we go. Hello to Manuel. My Chemical Romance, welcome back. And yeah, let's do this. Let's hop into the nether here. I haven't announced this on Facebook. I should really do that. I don't feel right telling people to follow me on Facebook or Twitter and then completely forgetting to do so. So I'm quickly going to hop over there and just drop in a message. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do, streaming Hermitcraft on twitch.tv/Azuma. I really should have done this. Yeah, as you can tell, a little unprepared today. Just been ever so hectic and busy. And here we go. Right, Facebook. What's on my mind? Streaming. Post it quickly before it all locks up. There we go. Okay, posted to Facebook. Now we can log on. Cool. No one uses Facebook anymore. There's people that... What do you mean no one uses Facebook anymore? What kind of statement is that? Millions of people use Facebook every day. Oh. Do you know what? Rule of thumb. I know what you mean. Like, maybe people you know, maybe you don't use it anymore. Rule of thumb here. Whenever you're talking about things, let's say you're expressing an opinion you've got, or maybe you think it's a fact, maybe you think no one uses Facebook anymore. Like, try not to just say no one uses Facebook anymore, because, like, that statement's clearly not true. You can't say it about MySpace because it's still online and people actually use it. And if we always do this, then we're always going to miss the point a little bit and not talk about what we're really talking about. What you should say is, I think the popularity of Facebook is in decline. That's a much more articulate statement, and it opens a point of discussion there. DocDV. I see you in chat, hello. And I see a lot of other people in chat as well. Stingin, you know, welcome back. All my regulars. Stellian, thank you as always for being here and helping out. And Condrick, who I've been chatting with a little bit in on Skype with recently. With something I'm not going to talk about because you're going to see it in some upcoming videos. It's going to be amazing. And Commander Alien, welcome back. But Dr. DV, I do want to know, did you tweet me some banner designs that you made of like my Asuma face on banners or something like that? I think it was you. I was trying to find it and I lost track of where I bookmarked it. Actually, I did this. We'll do it again. Let's... oh, look, there's meat in there. Let's just keep the old thing going. And whack these guys a little bit with the looting sword. May School! Thank you so much for setting up the server for our project later. Which you don't even know what it is, and you're not going to find out, like, anytime soon. Well, you'll find out by the end of the week. It's going to be funny. Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, Linker71, thank you for the offer there. I don't know what I'm going to do. My problem with Adobe is how expensive the software is. I think it's dangerous to go with Adobe because this whole pay monthly for a program option, it may sound like a good idea, but if more people adopt it, we're all going to start like ending up with bills for the things that we use per month. Like, I think it's much more important to... or better to buy a product, and once you've paid the price, that's all you're going to pay for it. £17 a month is the price, and I did the math, and like over a couple of years, it adds up to a lot of money compared to like the £30 that I paid for Movie Studio Platinum. So I feel like it's a rip-off and a dangerous like business practice to accept. You know, as consumers, we've got to think about what types of business model we support, and I think that Adobe's one is dangerous. You know, imagine if like all the programs you did started doing that. You want to stream games on OBS? You know, £17 a month. You want to use Firefox? £10 a month. Like, it could add up if people support it. If people choose not to support it because of the way it's set up, then, you know, they would have to go back to the old way of doing things where they charge, you know, like £50 for their product or whatever. I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant because I've had Like too little time. Oh, Angry Canine. Thank you. Would you mind tweeting me again, or just tweeting me the link to the tweet so I can favourite it and bookmark it properly? Because problem with me is I bookmark stuff by leaving it open in Firefox, and then sometimes I forget to restore the windows before I actually know what I'm doing with them. It's terrible. I probably put it in a document, like a link to it. X, I'm making Guardfall on my server. Waitier Panda 73. I wish you all the best with that. It's a really fun project to do. What video card are you using right now? ATI. So here's what I've been thinking. I think there might be another way for me to record 1080p video, and if there is, I might be able to do it with a ATI card, which means I might be able to upgrade and keep my software that I use. Because, like, with picking the graphics card and all this, the thing that feels like the most difficult to detach myself from is the software that I use every single day. It's a really important skill set. And I think learning a new one, I don't have the time for it. I'm also a really slow learner, and I have a lot of learning difficulties. So picking up picking up Movie Studio Platinum took me a long time to learn. It took me, you know, months and months and months. And the problem with making the switch is that I can't continue to use that while learning a new thing, which would be an ideal situation, because, you know, slowly over time, with the time you have, you can learn it. I'm supposed to breed some of those animals. I'm just chatting away. I haven't even told you guys what we're doing this stream. If you're going to get any Adobe products, then get the entire Creative Cloud. Looks expensive, but I have it and it's really worth it because there's so many tools. The entire cloud costs, you know, loads of money per month, doesn't it? Unless it's like a pay X amount of money and get the program, then it might be worth it. But the rant I was on about was how dangerous the whole paying for things per month, like not actually owning the software, basically, you're like renting it, how dangerous that can be. Because what if they just decide to jack the price up? I've looked at the contracts, they can do that, they can change the price whenever they want to. So it means, you know, what if they all of a sudden told you, oh no, it's £25 a month, and all of a sudden it costs you a lot more money per year? There's no way around it, apparently. Used to be able to buy the CS6 in one go. That's what I was trying to buy. I found a German copy of it for £30. I didn't know if it would have like multiple language support. If it did, I would probably buy that and give it a go. I pay €60 a year for the cloud. Yogurt Boy, you sure that's correct? Because the apps are like £17 a month. That can't be right, surely. Use Premiere Pro CS6. See, you say it's really easy to use and learn. I've actually been told by a few other people that use it that it has a steep learning curve. But, you know, whatever the learning curve is, the problem is I can't, like, use both at once like I did before. The entire cloud is $21.99 per month, which is pretty good. It's not pretty good. That's extremely expensive. Like, think about... Like, I'm not talking about using it for 1 month, I'm talking about using it for like years, and it like adds up and costs a ridiculous amount of money. Maybe I'm on my own on this one, but to me, paying monthly, it sounds like a smaller price, but if you think, hey, I'm going to use this for 2 years, you know, multiply that number by 24 or 36 for how long you're going to be using it, and it really racks up. It really does. Oh, so apparently it was €60 a month. Yeah, that to me is just ludicrous for software. I mean, picture it like this as well. Imagine it wasn't just Adobe. Imagine it was every program you used on your computer at a monthly cost. Then all of a sudden, it would be, you know, a big deal. Hey X, what's the plan for today? Anti-Skate 8 Hero. No, it's just Anti-Skate Hero. Thank you for asking. The plan today is to mine for diamonds and do some caving, believe it or not. We've never done that on a stream before. It sounds a little bit odd. It sounds like a great streaming activity, but we just never got around to doing it. So what would we want to take with us? Because I haven't done this in a while. We've got everything we need down here. We probably don't need the axe, and we could do with a silk touch pick. I almost said the wrong word there. I'll let you, some of you figure out what I was about to say. Oh, let's have a look at the chat again. A couple of people agree with me. They give you the option to pay once or for a whole year. Pink Hyena, I think. Pink Hyena, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing because you don't own the software. You're only allowed to use it for 1 year, and that's the thing. Like, I like the idea of owning software because you can use it for as long as you want. So if you end up using that software for 3 years, then it costs you the price per year times 3, etc., etc. Yeah, you get the current. So Omega's making a point here that you get the current version all the time. You know, like, look at the business practice. They don't need to roll out a new version every single year, but they do it to keep selling the product on, and that's just a bit of a gimmick, really. I'm using my editing software's a few years old, and there's no reason for me to upgrade it. It does exactly, well, there is now. Walked into that one, didn't I? But the point is, like, a lot of software, you used to pay for the product, and then it was their obligation to continue updating it to maintain a good reputation, whereas now they pass that cost on to you by making you pay for it monthly and just giving you the latest things that they add to it. You know, they have even less reason now to update it as much as they once would because they don't need to keep turning the product over every year. It's like economics in a way and stuff like that, and some of you are probably really not interested in it, but I always am, because I think you have to be careful about what business practices you let these companies do, otherwise they'll end up costing you more money than you realise. Alright, so Hyperspeed1313 is asking, why do you need new video editing software? Because my current one isn't compatible with modern graphics cards, it seems. I'm not sure if it's limited to NVIDIA, but there is this big problem where the company that handles the codec that works with the GPU have been passed around and no one's like updating it or making it work. So I have to get a new software basically. Or possibly, if it works with Radeon, I could get a new Radeon card. What's this? Dear Sumovoid, I'm very hungry. Could you please fly to Australia and make me something to eat as I'm busy watching your stream and comfortable in my bed? Please hurry, as I haven't eaten in a day or so. I'm getting hungry. Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wrap up the stream. I've got to get me a plane ticket. Got to head over to Australia. Oh, very funny. X, you should talk more about philosophical subjects. We kind of are. Like, we're talking a little bit about ethics of business, which... that's an oxymoron, business ethics, but yeah, we'll talk about things. Give me suggestions. Is ATI the same as AMD? Tornected? Yes, I believe they are the same thing pretty much. Yeah, Sony Vegas Pro is the same software as MSP12. It'll have the same issue. Have you read my tweet yet? Gareth, I get so many tweets, and yesterday I sat down and read like 100 million of them. Okay, apparently it's $800 to buy Adobe Premiere. See, if I were going to use it for X amount of time, that might end up being cheaper. But then that would probably exclude you from their updates, which they do from their cloud system. Right, let's focus for a second, guys. I'd love to keep reading and replying. Why does everyone call you X? Because it's easier than saying Asuma. S. I'm calling you S now. Oh. Right, what do we need to go caving? Because I haven't done this in a while. I always go down there and then it'd be like, oh, I really wish I'd have brought this thing with me. Ladders, some building blocks to place down, an ender chest. That seems smart. Fire resistance potion, we have the one. We could probably do with more ender pearls. Let's go grab some ender pearls. Make sure we got a couple stacks of those. AMD R9 390X for X. I might end up going with that. Let's have a look. Lots of professional artists stuck with Photoshop CS3 for years. I, for once, didn't have the money to buy software in one go, and sometimes I am not working, so monthly would be better for me. But I see where you're coming from. Someone else here would point, you used to be able to buy a program for $30 from the store and they would give you free updates and you would download the fixes, but now you've got to pay $30 for a new version of the same program. Yeah, pretty much. Some of you are suggesting virtual dub. Torches! Oh my god, yeah, we totally need torches, but maybe we could just take a night vision potion or two. Alright, we'll definitely get some torches then. Yeah, okay, Yogurt Boy looked it up. It's €60 a month for the clouds. You see, I only want one program in the cloud. It'd be ludicrous for me. By the way, I have Photoshop. I brought that thing years and years ago. There's absolutely no reason for me to update it. Like, I never think, oh man, like I can't do this thing. Like with making thumbnails anyway, it's just ludicrous. Like, imagine being charged monthly for something that you could just use for years without having to pay for it again. How are you, X? Asked my chemical romance. If you can tell, I'm a little bit like overworked, I think, because I've got to cram lots of videos in this week with going to gigs, trying to learn new software and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't cost Adobe software new over 1K. That sounds like a strangely arranged sentence, but yeah, like if you buy it new, it's about 1,000 in one go, which is kind of crazy. Let's get ourselves lots of coal. Oh, we also should bring like a stack of logs. That's a rule of thumb, so you can make a crafting bench and other things. I use Microsoft PowerPoint for thumbnails. That's like really inventive. I've seen your thumbnails, Fozzie. It's simple. You got the picture, you got the text. Why not? What a like easy solution to the problem. I like that. Oh, did I put the fortune in? I did. We wanted to take the silk touch. How long will you be streaming for, X? I'll be streaming until... I'll probably stream for about another hour, maybe a little bit longer, but then I got to go do a secret project with a bunch of people from my server, including Fozzie, who's watching. He has no idea what he's doing, and no one else does either. They're going to build for me, and then they're not going to know why. It's going to be hilarious, but nah, it'll go to something terrific. I can recreate your thumbnails using PaintNet and a bunch of websites. Oh, I've heard about PaintNet. Yeah, I've been looking for a free video editing software as well, but it does feel like the level of quality that you need is just kind of out of the scope of the free options. So we got ourselves some logs here. Okay, you're making a UHC twist. Yeah, I think I read that. I mean, yeah, when it's finished, like, send it over. We got plans for like 2 or 3 UHCs at the moment. Assume a next big Hermitcraft project. That's going to be the tunnel. The tunnel. Potato Viking, hello. X, you ever consider making a series on your own adventure map? Because you always have such creative ideas. Yeah, I did do one, Yogurt Boy, back in the day. You can go look it up. Map making with Asuma. You can see like a little bit of what went into that. That was a long time ago though. I don't really have the skill set to work with command blocks these days though. There's so much more like programming, a really obscure form of programming. There's one more thing I wanted to do there. There are some really epic free open source video outputs there. They just have a really steep learning curve. That doesn't surprise me, Condrict. What did I say? Potions. We might have some in here. We'll take the regeneration in case we get in a hairy situation. And ender pearls is the last thing. Hello X, why do you need coal? We're going to hold on to it so we can make more torches. Did you look at all the tunnels? I did, and you'll find out about that in my next episode, which will be out on Wednesday. How much time have you been streaming for? Just a few minutes. You've missed me rant about Adobe and other things, and that's about it. Oh, it's this building over here, isn't it? Okay, Sergio, asking a question here about the gold farm we have. You have to build that thing very high up above the roof of the Nether. If you haven't built it high up, I'm guessing that's why you're experiencing low efficiency, because like then you're loading the areas below where they can still spawn. So you want them to only spawn in your farm? Wow, is that really it? Huh. Oh, there we go. There's a couple up here. Oh, I also need to adjust my voice a little bit. Just going to mute my microphone. The Oranges King suggests, how about a water bucket? Yep, terrific idea. That's always a good idea when you go caving. There we go, teamwork. We'll figure this one out all together. Also, I kind of have like a fair bit of cobble on me, don't I? The end is near. Is there like a crafting... Why are there 2 mushrooms in here? Maybe they've been put there for storage. Ah. What about Sony Movie Studio 13? Do you know what? I uninstalled that from my computer the other day. When I got it, it looked awful. I can't remember why I thought about upgrading. Install 2 cards on the same machine. I don't think you can even do that. Yeah, but when I upgraded to 13, it was just the way they changed the program looked awful. And it was like they sort of dumbed it down, which kind of makes sense because it's like the cheaper Sony Vegas, so it kind of makes sense that you would make it more accessible, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, I uninstalled it from my computer the other day, and now I was thinking I should have left it on there so I can test it, but I got a feeling that Movie Studio 13 isn't very good. Because I brought it and then was like instantly disgusted by it. Where do we go? Where do we go? What are we going to do? What area should we go to? Go caving somewhere. I know where we could go caving actually. Yeah, I know where we're going to go. And we get to use this door over here, which is amazing. Some motherboards have 2 slots for graphics cards. Commander Alien, if buying a new motherboard was the solution, I'd sort of be interested. But how would they work together? Like, would you have to pick which one's running at one time? Can your computer pick between the 2? Like, can my graphics card say, let's use this one? And even if I did that, I'd probably have to upgrade my power supply unit, and then I'd have 2 graphics cards sitting in there all day, which would, like, to me, be overkill. Hey X, I came from your previous stream. Awesome, Patrick Titanic. Thank you for coming and watching this one as well. Assume I want to edit your videos. I could hire an editor. Slime farm. I think we've already built one of those here on the server. Go to chord 666. No, we're going over. Excuse me. I've only just eaten a while ago, so all this talking is making my stomach move around a bit. You know what I mean? The food's settling. And for those of you that are wondering, I had a vegetable lasagna, some spinach, and a fruit salad for dessert. Delicious. It was really nice. I love it when you talk all nerdy. Life with teens. Was I talking nerdy? I wasn't even aware. Maybe it's all the technical talk about the motherboards and the RAMs and the CPUs with the overclockings. Stellian, yeah. Oh, answering someone else there. I didn't want videos in 1080p, to be honest. I was happy plodding along at 720, but people just kept asking and asking for 1080, and people were donating as well. So I figured like that would be the way that we'd do it if you guys wanted it. And look what it's turned into. It's been a little bit of a nightmare. I mean, oh, it's bizarre. I've had this problem. I feel like my entire life with computers is that nothing ever seems to go like smoothly. By the way, we're looking for lapis more than we are diamonds, although diamonds would be good. And yes, there's smaller necks there. I don't know why. And it just seems so typical that something as straightforward as like buying a new graphics card has somehow become a nightmare. It almost happened with the monitors because I was under the impression that I couldn't even record 720 on them. Oh, sorry, no. I couldn't record 1080 at like more than 20 FPS, and then after a while I realised that I could resize on the fly and still record at 720. So yeah, I try to do 720p in 60 FPS. I mean, if I were to like throw a load of money at this, I could like do what some people do, which is have a machine for playing on and a machine for capturing and streaming. And so that capturing machine would record what the other computer's doing. And what's cool about that is when you're playing Minecraft and you're using DxTory will reduce the frames when you start recording because it's so intense on the CPU. And yeah, and then you wouldn't have to run into that problem, so you could get quite easily 60 FPS all the time. But it's just overkill, and I don't like that kind of irresponsible use of of like resources. That to me feels like it's not necessary. Yeah, and some of you expressing that you don't care if it's 1080p or not. You know, some people like, and there's some people that would be like, well, I won't watch a video unless it's 1080p, and it's just like, I don't agree with that. I feel like, hey, I don't need to get iron, do I? If you're watching videos, like, you're watching them to be entertained, not to enjoy the clarity of the video. You know, unless it's like scenic videos or there's a reason for it to be. Aren't there small 100 euro devices that record everything for you? Rimmer, Nari, yes, that is true. They're the things that we're talking about, but they have to record it to somewhere. The interesting point, it might be possible to just record things like... Oh, that kind of freaked me out for a second, that bat. But it's not game mode 4. Yeah, there might be some sort of like card that captures, or I don't know, I'll have to look into it more. All motherboards have multiple PCIe slots. You just plug in your monitors to whichever one you want. For example, if you have a GTX and a 970... Oh, I want to read this. And a 980 Ti, you can use your 970 to run Minecraft on your main screen and use the 980 Ti to render on the other screen. That's okay. Don't worry about the long post. My question to you then, 20AA01 or 2001... Some of you are putting in some really long messages there. It's crazy. Can I put in an ATI with a GTX? Are these things going to run around the clock? Can we turn like one of them off? Because what I would do is use the GTX around the clock. Then when I wanted to render a video, I would switch to the other one. Do you know, I don't really need this gold either, do I? We just want lapis and diamonds. I kind of feel like branch mining would be more efficient. We don't even need the redstone. What are we caving for? Feels like nothing's valuable anymore. Oh, I still like to pick up the ore blocks. It kind of feels a bit blasphemous to leave them behind. If you use HDMI to your monitor, you can get a Legato capture card. I need to speak to May School about this stuff. He seems to know everything about technology. Yeah, because it's all interesting stuff. Remember, when you suggest a solution, it all sounds good. But when you try and do it in practicality, often there's something that you don't think about, like me and my rendering software, right? So, you know, you go get this capture card, you put it in, and it's like, oh, this software isn't compatible with it, and you're like, oh, back to square one. So, you need to find a solution that's like kind of foolproof in some respect, but that can never be. What are your coordinates? Here you go, F3, you can have a look. World border, yeah! Some of you, yeah, of course. I didn't even mention it, did I? Lightworks uses CUDA. I looked at Lightworks. There was something wrong with it. It like missed something, or I kind of realised because I've got maybe it wasn't Lightworks, but I've got Lightworks on my computer, and it was one of them that I checked out the other day that I realised pretty quickly wasn't what I was looking for. What do other people have that lets them record and render at 1080p? Probably NVIDIA graphics cards, because you can plug into their direct capture technology, and that way you can get 1080p. You see, the problem with DxStory is, if I try to record this at 1080p, it has to do so much work to encode it on the fly that it just can't keep up unless you've got some sort of super beast of a computer. We're going too high for lapis probably, aren't we? Alright, please read this. I've seen your message a couple of times. So LukeTube plays. Let's calculate. If you paid £30 a month for Adobe for a year and paid monthly instalments of your new graphics card. Wait, this gets complicated quick. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to read, but I'm not sure where you were going with that. I think your conclusion was that it cost a lot of money, and I would agree with that. Is it me, or have we sort of done all of these, haven't we? Right, so some of you wanted to know about the world border. We have a world border on the map. It's all the way up here, 3,000 blocks, right? So if I go in this direction for 6,000 blocks, I'll find the other end of the world border. So we play in like a 6,000 by 6,000 area. Anyway, I think branch mining is probably what we're going to do now. We're branch mining the opposite direction. So let's go down to the suitable level. Oh, we could explore this a little bit, actually. We got our bucket of water, thank God. X, Google, Nvidia and ATI in same computer. I'm going to do that. That would be a really weird solution. I'm not sure how much I'd like that, especially for like power consumption, you know. I don't mean to be like too finicky about this stuff, but to me it just feels like why should I be using so much power, you know, when I could possibly do this using less? It doesn't feel very responsible. So I don't particularly like the idea of it, which some of you probably don't understand, but it's just kind of how I feel about things. Alright, let's get rid of F3. That was kind of annoying then. Thanks to Arangelo for telling you to bring a bucket. Yes, thank you, buddy. Made a big difference there. Look at the side torch. Slipgate would go crazy if he saw that. He'd probably log on and kill me. Oh, of course he wouldn't. Alright, we've got some skeleton friends over there. 3 of them. Looks like 2 of them are trying to dance. You don't need to do anything crazy or buy things. Just roll back your driver to R430. Okay, Avid froze. I've read up on that, and where people talk about rolling back drivers, it doesn't quite sound right, and also it doesn't seem like that's always the solution for everyone. I would like to know more about where you got that information from, because the supposed problem is that they're not supported in their entirety. It's not a driver issue. Supposedly Nvidia's drivers have nothing to do, because the problem's on Sony's end, right? It's AVC's codec that uses CUDA and OpenGL that's not compatible with modern cards. So in theory, from what I've read, doesn't matter what drivers you have, it's not going to work. Yeah. And I hope I catch your message again in chat, because chat is fast today. Why do you use a 6,000 by 6,000 world? Why not 600,000 by 600? Because we want to preserve a part of the world for future updates. So if ever 1.9 brings something you can't get in normal terrain, then we can go and expand the world border and explore new terrain. So that's the reason why. Plus, we'd probably never need more than 6,000. If we did, we could discuss it and then change things. In fact, I think we already did change it. I think initially it was like 2,000 by 2,000, and then someone needed more space, so I had to redo the world border, which was interesting. Oh my god! Oh my god! Where are they all coming from? Damn it! Let's watch out for that food and that health. Older CUDA versions are always supported on newer cards. The Sony Vegas bug is weird. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Findo? That's from Sony's website, lol. Really? Avid froze, could you tweet me that, please? Like, are they talking specifically about rendering on like a GTX 970? Oh my god! Like, if you are right, I will, I will be forever in your debt, because I've searched so much and like I couldn't find a statement from Sony as well. Ironically, if it's on their website, that's just hilarious. But together, look, all of us together on a live stream, we can solve this problem. Why don't you go to Geek Squad? I have no idea what Geek Squad is. The song is Preliminary Art Form by C418. What happened to golden carrots? I got tired of them. My teeth were hurting. Ha ha ha, made that joke too many times. It's officially stale. Yeah, no, there's this whole thing about golden carrots having more saturation. It really doesn't feel like it makes a difference, but I thought it was fun to eat them for a while, and then I just sort of thought, enough of that. That's how I make decisions. I'm like, oh, whatever. Right, let's just throw down torches everywhere here. Oh god, it just keeps going on and on, doesn't it? Let's backtrack a little then. Make sure we haven't missed anything. Geek Squad, let us Google that for you. Hyperspeed, I am streaming, therefore that's why I haven't Googled it. I am not one of those people that's like, what? Tell me what this thing is, I don't know what Google is. Nah, I'm joking around. Excuse me. I do not know Geek Squad, Flashy Gaming. That's like, if someone doesn't know something that you know, that's like, you know, it's not, everybody doesn't know everything. There's a lot of stuff in this world, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed at how many, there's people out there that don't know what Minecraft is, believe it or not. That is hard to believe. You did miss Lapis X. Thanks for reminding me. We'll backtrack and try and find that in a moment. Oh, and look at this little dead end. Geek Squad is the tech support at Best Buy. Okay. Are they like... Oh, so they're like support. Yeah, support line. People that know this stuff. I'm going to look through chat quickly to see if we got another message from our friend. Is it Avid with the solution or possible solution? I don't see. Avid froze. Hasn't sent a new message yet. Okay. Oh, there it is. I Facebook's messaged you. That is the worst way. Please. Oh, I guess I can look through Facebook. My Facebook, like, I used to reply to messages on there, and then I started getting like 100 a day, and then it was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. It took like an hour to reply, and I was like, I need to do videos. But yeah, I'll look out for your message then. May School, anyone, Fozzie, who I'm going to see later, remind me. Remind me to read my Facebook messages, because I could possibly forget. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Oh, okay, we're gonna incite some more philosophical debate here. Apparently, Napoleon wants to know: are you agnostic? I think agnostic would be the closest definition of what I am, but like the problem with using a label is that everyone has their own idea. Like agnostic means something different to each person that thinks about it, right? Because we all have different perceptions of the world and what meanings are. But yeah, most closely aligned with agnostic, I guess. Asuma, do you watch anime? Written with crazy capitals at the end. I don't watch anime as anime, but I'll watch an anime for what it is about, if that makes sense. Like it's not something that I'm into because it's anime. I just if there's a good movie and it's an anime movie and someone says, "Hey, you'll like this, watch it," I'll go and watch it. In fact, one of the next things I'm going to watch is actually an anime series that a friend told me about. Because I really enjoyed one called Kids on the Slope, and I thought, let's check out some more of that stuff. Are you hyped about New Horizons landing on Pluto tomorrow? I have no idea what New Horizon is or that something's landing on Pluto. So, that sounds pretty amazing. I take it it's some sort of like probe or rocket that's been sent out to Pluto and it's going to land on it. What is agnostic? Agnostic is to it's basically saying not that you believe in gods. Well, no, let me start again. Agnostic is like it's kind of hard to describe all of a sudden. Like I'd need to think about it, but you're basically saying that it's not that you like believe or don't believe in God. It's just kind of irrelevant to you. Because I wouldn't rule anything out. I'd much prefer just to sit back and like, you know, hear about these ideas or what people's theories are and that kind of stuff, but not like, you know, have to have your own opinion. You know, you can be kind of on the fence about things. Go strip mining. It seems like it'd be a good idea. It really does seem like it'd be a good idea because I don't even need this redstone. Like, I'm gonna stop picking up redstone. Oh, hi. Oh, wow, this looks like a good area, doesn't it? What Y are we at? We're at Y12, and this is like optimal territory for finding stuff. It feels like, and yet we're finding nothing, Mr. Skeleton. Nothing. Not even lapis. Speak of the devil. Oh, what? One block. Screw you, Diorite. Oh, he took my lapis. That silly block. Then I'm agnostic, Miner Ghibli. I would recommend looking up like the definition of agnosticism. And personally, I don't really like to use that label too much as well, because some people perceive agnostic as being atheist as well, which it's not, which is quite an important distinction to make. Bit of lag today, just me. I think it might be XP. I don't think we've been having too much lag over here. We'll have a sort of feel for it though. Agnostic means you don't know what to believe. Possibly, but not so much that you don't know. More so that it's not like you're confused or like you're not sure. It's like you're happy to, like, it's not important to have an opinion. It's really hard to explain because there's different like degrees of it. And yeah, next, let's move on. I'm not in my most articulate of moods right now. All agnostic means is that you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Wait, what? All agnostic means is that you don't know. Atheists don't believe. Theists believe. Gnostics know. Agnostics don't know. Oh, Littlest Enderman. Yeah, you see, that's probably a very dictionary-like definition of it. And that's why I don't like the term, because I wouldn't actually say my answer is I don't know. It's more that I feel like having an answer to the question is irrelevant. Let's put it that way. Like, there's many mysteries in the universe, and I don't think you should be in a rush to try and like figure out what the answer is to some of them, right? You know? Hey X, what do you think they need to add to Minecraft, or what do you think they added? Get away! If you haven't heard about the 1.9 news, there's loads of stuff you can probably go and learn from multiple sources. Videos or wiki, you know, loads of people have probably been reporting on what's in 1.9. Personally, I feel like this game needs a new redstone or a new minecart. It needs something quirky that's just a little bit out there. The last thing we got like that was definitely banners. I think banners were an absolutely brilliant idea to add to the game. I think it was Jeb who came up with that, and I think he like nailed the hammer on the head with that one. Got it spot on. Asuma, you would qualify as an apatheist, an apatheist. Wait, is that an apatheist? My own word. Oh, you made it up. Cool. It's like agnostic, but it's not terribly important for you to find out. NVIDIA have a CUDA fix for rendering. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Possibly not, Amiga. The issue doesn't lie with NVIDIA. It lies with Sony's AVC thing. You passed 2 veins of diamonds. Oh my god, I really think you're trolling. Because you're the only person who said that. Asuma, what's your favourite dinosaur? Asked Littlest Enderman. And I can't really give you an answer because I can't remember the names. Oh, XB's watching. I can talk to him like that then. I'm not experienced any lag by the looks of it. Have been paying a little bit of attention. Nailed the hammer on the head. Is that what I said? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know what, right? I get comments from you guys all the time on my videos, and I swear, like, it panics me a little, because... Oh, diamonds! I see like a comment. I think what I said in Mythbusting was hostile blocks instead of hostile mobs, and I edited that thing and watched it the whole way back, and I never noticed these things. And I get infuriated with myself for, like, constantly switching words around, and... it drives me a little bit mad, basically, is what I'm saying. Just a little bit. Back to the favourite dinosaur thing. Yeah, because you guys are talking about your favourites. When I was a kid, I really liked dinosaurs. All kids do. I think it was the one with the big neck. Is it the Bronchus or the Brontus or something like that? It's in Ark. I remember being quite fond of that one. And there were probably others as well, but it's... I don't know, a long time since I really refreshed my memory on that stuff. Lava counts as a hostile block. Yeah, yeah. You got a good point there. It is a hostile block. Oh, look at these diamonds. Are they the first diamonds we've got? Sweet. I like this. Let's throw down some water here. For to buy, do not worry, we got the diamonds. Although you'll probably have seen that by now. Oh. We could hop up there. We haven't used the shovel like once yet, I don't think. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Take that. So does cacti. Yep, cacti. Hostile block. Technically it's not, like, the definition of the word hostile probably doesn't count, does it? But I know what you mean. It's not an aggressive block that comes after you. I think this is the way... Yeah, this looks like the way we need to explore as well. So we've gone in the right direction, thank God. Who I think it's irrelevant if he exists or not. To tie it back to what we were talking about earlier. Apparently there were more diamonds further back that I missed. Oh well, don't worry about it. What is the music called? We are listening to The Weirdest Year of Your Life by C418 in the bottom left corner of your screen. Since when is a liquid classified as a block? Very good point. Very good point indeed. It's not. Hello. Yep, that's right. You wander over there. Who remembers that here on Hermitcraft, Enderman can't pick up blocks? That was the best decision ever. Absolutely, like, without a doubt, one of the best things, because they would have ruined everything by now. Like, all the terrain you see in the videos would have been wrecked up by goddamn Enderman. Let's take that. Right, so this is a little bit high. Is it me, or is this area just like barren for ores? It just feels so empty and just stone everywhere. And we need some more torches. X, have you ever heard of DJ EZ? I think I might have. I think I might. But no immediate connection, I guess. Spider! Filthy spider. There's nothing down here. Are you going to do any collabs soon? Probably with Biffa. But nothing else planned. I've been very just going through the motions and not really like thinking too much about collabing. You get in a habit of doing that. Like you're always like working on the next project and then you forget to like talk to other people. It's bad. XB hit me up for a collab the other day, and it was right as I was going to bed, and I was very tempted. I was like, I could just like not go to bed at a reasonable time today, but I'd just be annoyed with myself. I always try and stick to like a good sleep schedule. Man, we're getting nothing around here. What's going on? Asuma, do you have any tattoos? Good question. When I was younger, I really wanted to get loads of tattoos. In fact, I had some of the most, I'm going to say it now, hideous ideas for tattoos ever. And then I found out that I was allergic to them. So I never got tattooed. And now, I don't like tattoos at all. I used to think they were great, and I don't anymore. I think I don't like tattoos now because I'm into like healthy eating and healthy living, and I see like the body as a temple. So to tattoo it just doesn't like, just like mutilation or a form of it to me. Yeah. XB, want to record? Asuma, no. XB, like sad smiley. It's not a smiley face. It's a sad face. Yeah. I was gonna say a sad smiley face. That'd make no sense. Let's block that in. Oh, we are getting nothing today. What have we got? 25. That's gonna do us good because lapis is kind when you break it. But yeah. How did you find out? Me and my sister have like a skin condition called eczema, which I don't really suffer from anymore. And yeah, if you have that, highly likely you're allergic to tattoos, and my sister is, so it's pretty much a given that I am as well. It's extremely unlikely that I'm not if she is, but there you go. Right, let's go around here. Oh! Get away! There is a sad smiley face when you're sad, but you don't show it to anyone. Oh, hilarious. Right, let's keep going around here. Tattoos are art. Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't argue with that. Just on a personal level, for me, I wouldn't want them on my body. They can be on someone else's, but not on mine. There's a lot going on over... Is that a world... Oh, it's a world glitch down there. Is that where your YouTube name comes from? Because it sounds like X-Men. No, it's not. The body is a temple, and the temple is open to anyone, everyone and anything. Does that mean junk food is permitted? If you treat your body like a temple, then junk food is bad. Because it's junk. It's junk in your trunk. Oh. Oh, look at this! We're hitting up all the lapis all of a sudden. Where has it been all this stream? Oh, we'll take that. Asuma, serious question. Do you think that evil should exist? Now, the weird part of that question is should. I thought you were going to say, do you think evil exists? There we go, we've got another philosophical discussion for you. The way I see it, and I'm pretty sure maybe some people won't agree, but evil and good are man-made concepts. They are not real or tangible things. Now, think about that for a second. What does that mean? I'll let you guys I'll let you guys give me some replies, and I'll see what you say. But that's my musing for you. Please read. I have eczema. No, eczema. You mad, bro? If anyone out there has eczema, if I could give you advice for like getting past it, it would be like, you know, itching is bad, and then it makes the eczema worse. But to endure the pain of not itching is what will cure it, basically. And to those of you that haven't suffered from it, that will probably make no sense whatsoever. For those of you that have, basically, as hard as it is to sometimes not itch, especially if you've got it bad, I never had it bad really, itching is exactly what keeps it. So if you can put up with the discipline and the pain of not like addressing the itch, then that's how you beat it in some respects. And that's how I beat it. Not with any like creams or any like treatment or anything like that. It had to be like purely mental. Just had to, no matter what, not itch. Not scratch. Oh! Take this! Get away! Right. Can we have some peace around here? Oh my god, I'm starting to get addicted to these streams, says Zed the Zombie. That's because this stream comes laced with heroin. That was a terrible joke. That was a terrible joke. I felt bad for that one. I have scars from that skin condition. I have no idea how to spell. Yeah, it can, of course, give you scars. Rash advice with Asuma. It's not a rash, actually, so there you go. A rash would be an allergic reaction to something, I think, whereas eczema isn't allergic, it's like a condition. So, Tournicated asks, Asuma, do you smoke? I do not. But I asked you guys a question. Bad X, go lay down. I asked you guys a question a moment ago. No one's really replied to it. Maybe I sounded completely loopy. But seriously, what do you think? Good and evil are not real things. They're man-made concepts. Let's see your thoughts on that. X, there's this song, I can't remember what it is. It's like dun 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 loud bang. Bear Scientist. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh. Person with crazy name, Toloshlid, says, I got to go, see you next stream. See you next time, buddy. It looks like we haven't been across here yet. We've sort of been here, but not across here. Oh, quite a few of you agreeing. I agree. They are man-made concepts. Interesting. Oh, I really would have thought some people would have been like, oh no, like evil's real, or... That's sort of true, X. I replied, good and evil just matters of your own morality. Nobody thinks I'm evil, they think I'm good. But they have a different morality system. Even Hitler probably thought he was doing the right thing. That's a fascinating point, QWERTY. I think it might not be too much of a stretch to think that some people like the idea of being bad and evil and see themselves as that, but you're definitely right about the Hitler thing. You may dismiss him as a bad man or anything like that, but if you actually look at his belief system, he has one that he believes is probably the right thing. As far out and crazy as it was, you know, the point is he probably, like you said, would have believed he was good, which is an interesting thought. Yeah. Lots of fascinating responses. Diamonds! Yes, we just got some. But yeah, the thing you usually come up against with asking the good and evil question is that people like say, or at least I've heard people say, if you don't believe in like good and evil, what's stopping you from doing like bad things? Which I think is... Oh, obviously, here we go. This might be something along the lines of what I'm saying. Obviously, as a Christian, I do believe in evil and good. It depends on how you're defining evil and good. In my honest opinion, good is pretty much defined as love, the ability to think about someone or something outside yourself. Evil is the lack of that ability. Yeah, the point there, though, is if you think about what you have defined as good and evil, is that they're not tangible things in the world, they're conceptual. Like, and even then, it's like a strange form of concept that it's kind of hard to get into. Assume, are you Illuminati? Please answer. We should... Oh, this looks unexplored. Let's just start branch mining. Oh my god, there was a load of spam. Good and evil are only concepts in nature. There isn't good and evil, that's just how it is. When a deer is taken down by a cougar, the deer would be thinking that the cougar is evil. And that is probably just the end. Interesting. Littlest Enderman with a reply to my musing earlier about what stops you from doing evil. Common sense. Yeah, that obviously, but like, the point there is that some people perceive that good and evil like drives you. It's hard to get into. I don't think I'm really in like the mood to discuss too much of this stuff at the moment. This is so boring. Please scream and wake me up. You want me to scream? I mean, if you're bored, like, why are you watching? Like, this is supposed to be entertainment, so if it's not the sort that entertains you, you don't have to watch. Maybe someone's forcing you to watch. In 1.9, there is a hostile block, the shulker. Yeah, that could be defined as a hostile block. Fascinating. XB, you've been blamed 600 times now. Hi, where did you come from? Oh, lapis! Have we been here before? It looks like... We have. We missed some then. Walked right past it. Let's take that lapis. There we go. 45 now. That's pretty cool. Life of Teens. Hey, Sim, what was your favourite recent movie? Just to give something else to talk about. I watched Mulholland Drive by David Lynch the other day. And... I watched it, and when the movie ended, I was like, man, this is one of those movies that was just absolutely great to watch and follow, and it really like kept you on a leash, not knowing quite what was going on. But then when it got to the end, I was like, I will absolutely have to watch this a second time to ever figure it out, and I don't have the time to watch a 2.5-hour movie again. And I went up and looked it online, and it's so disappointing. Like, I've seen a fair few movies where they can be a little bit cryptic, they can be kind of artsy, and you have to like think a lot about what the meanings are, like visual meanings on the screen or how things tie together. And I can never do it. Like there's only been like 1 or 2 movies where like the apparent meaning has like really stuck out at me. And I'm talking about like, you know, not your average movie where the story and everything is obvious. We're talking about these more cryptic ones. I never ever get it, and then I went up and like read it online, and I really kind of felt like confused. If I'd have watched it again, would I have figured out the meaning of that movie? But it was terrific. What's it called? Mulholland Drive. It's a David Lynch movie. I've watched a few of his recently. He's a brilliant director. He's got this like really drawn out style of making scenes like quite long, and yet like when he draws it out, he just like holds the moment, and it's not like it's slow or boring. It just keeps you in the moment, whatever it is, whether it's a moment of compassion or wonder or like fear or suspense. Like he manages to drag it out really well and keep you in it, which is really cool. That's a super creepy film. I didn't get a creepy vibe from it. Towards the end, it does get a bit spooky and odd. but I didn't get essentially like creepy like horror, nothing like that for me. But it's up to interpretation, really. You could totally creep it in that way. Life with Teens, yeah, they are the best sorts of movies, I agree. When I watch a movie, I like to have my thoughts provoked. Oh man, we need laughter. This feels like it's just gonna go around there, isn't it? Let's. Oh god, my inventory right now. What do you think about Ted/Ted 2? I can't remember Ted, and it's Seth MacFarlane, so I'm probably not too interested. I really liked Family Guy, like the older stuff, but I felt like the newer stuff just kept kind of like spinning the same wheel, so to speak. And I feel like sometimes like there's a border with comedy where there's like the shock and the joke, and I feel like sometimes a lot of his jokes are just looking straight at the shock value, and I don't find that especially amusing. Hey X, what's the story behind your skin in your YouTube name? Music, flip it around, put an A on the end, change the C to an X, you've got a Suma. And the skin, this is based on Doom Guy. If you've ever seen my old skin, it's basically a straight up copy from Doom. And then Raven's Child made me a custom made skin. And I can't thank that guy enough, actually. I used to see him, like speak to him, see him around in the comments a lot back in the day, but I think he's probably moved on from Minecraft now. But when he made that skin for me, like it was so perfect. I like adored it, and it's like there's been no reason ever to change it. It's perfect, isn't it? And I love that my skin is kind of like a little bit more tailored, because there's a lot of similar looking skins on servers that you see people wearing. You know, where it's like a boy or a girl, or oh, what other ones are there? Something like Ash Ketchum with like DMAC, which he's now customized a bit. And I don't have that. I have something, although it's based on Doom Guy, it's like, even then it's been tailor-made, and it's like a unique skin. I'm really, really happy with it. It's so cool. I wouldn't mind keeping some of these stone blocks that we're dropping everywhere, actually. These are far more valuable than like an egg, aren't they? Oh, let's take some of that. We don't want the mushroom. Mushroom go, we don't need the bones. That'll probably do us. Let's go back and pick all this up. How long has X been up? Just got back. Probably about an hour. Luke Plays YouTube. You have posted that message many times. It's a little bit confusing to me. There's no need to keep... excuse me, keep pasting it. Oh dear. Man, I could do some more lapis. I made my own skin, it's just bright yellow. Sounds great, Cheeseball. You should stream Doom 2 someday. Do you know what? I could do a Doom stream. That'd be interesting. Oh, by the way, there's only going to be 2 streams this week, because I'm going for a run tomorrow in the evening. Although I was thinking I might change that up for several reasons. There might not be a stream tomorrow. There'll be a stream Wednesday, but then I've got gigs across Thursday to the weekend, so I won't be doing live streams. Let's pick all this up. We're approaching a stack now. Hey, I'm French, how are you? I'm English. Oh god, I've got a pain in my stomach at the moment. It's not nice. Ooh, that was close. Okay, new area to explore. How do I get back? I haven't even thought about getting back. And there's lapis here. That's... yeah, where we've been caving, I haven't even like thought about backtracking. We'll have to see if we can do that. I got back from Barcelona today, it was awesome. Yeah, Barcelona is pretty amazing. Let's block that up. Oh, that's it, isn't it? What's back here? More caves? Let's make... let's not make any more. Oh, this looks like prime territory for it as well. Let's quickly make a couple more. Oh no, that's wrong. Play game mode 4. I'm not going to play any game mode 4, just going to do caving. Oh, excuse me. Do you like the concept for the new 1.9 update? I do. I do like it. Oh, more diamonds. Dual wielding is going to be interesting. I tell you what I really liked. I really liked the interview that Dinnerbone did with Doc M. That was like better than the whole of Minecon, I thought. Like quite seriously, there was some serious like insight into what's going on and a lot of understanding. Right, let's kill this guy. You're scared that 1.9 will be too complicated to understand quickly. I wouldn't even worry about it, Angelo. I wouldn't even worry. Like, you'll learn it all in time. And there's no rush to learn it all in a day. Oh, nothing. Can't we get more lapis? Apparently I missed diamonds. Do you know what? It might have been like something like gold. Sometimes they look a bit like diamonds in the dark. Right, how far are we going to go with this? Doesn't look like there's much up here. Those bats, man, whenever they squeak, I feel like there's going to be an explosion. There'll be an explosion down here if we're not careful. Okay, there we go. And it's not a dead end. Let's eat some food. Zaldrian will love all that door, right? So it's Slipgator. Oh, note blocks. Huh. Oh god, my side is all of a sudden hurting. I think I need to like stand up. Alright, it looks like it goes down over here. We've got Depth Strider though for the win. Any more lapis? Come on. Nope, nothing. There's a lot of bats around here. Minecraft Xbox is getting really good now, Suma. How's that? Because it's catching up on the PC one, isn't it? Oh god, my stomach is really hurting. Right, we're gonna get out of this soon. There we go. A little bit more lapis. Any on this side? No, no lapis. Let's fill that in, and let's block that off as well. Here we go, we've got some over here anyway. What's your opinion about the grease thing? Oh man, I don't even know if I could get into that right now. I don't really know too much about it as it is. I think the real problem is with the banks. Right, let's grab these diamonds. I heard a beard scratch. I don't remember scratching my beard, but I do it, like, without thinking, I imagine. Oh, anything down there? Oh, God. Right, I'm standing up now. Oh. X, when's the next cycling vlog? No idea. No idea, let's put it that way. Okay, we've already been around here. Right, it's time to head back. Can we remember? Can we backtrack? I have no idea. How do we get to this cave? Oh man, backtracking is so tricky. Wait, like, why are we in a cave that only has two dead ends? Oh, here's where we came in. Got it, right. Yeah, so there was this, and then down here was the way we came up. And it was from behind here and down here. Excellent. Right. This is going to take us back a long way. X, just make a new portal. That's not a bad idea for getting out. Oh man, I got like a pain in my side developing. It's not nice. It's not pleasant at all. Right, let's keep on moving. All the way down here then. X, what do you think is the best superhero movie ever made? I've hardly watched any. I don't find those ones very interesting. Okay, right. So we just got to keep heading in this direction to some extent. So we know we've walked over here. Okay, this is familiar. I think if we go up round to the right and across, we'll find our way back to a point like that. Well, that was quicker than expected. Backtracking, awesome. There we go. So what did we get? 27 diamonds, 62 lapis. That's pretty good, isn't it? Let's put the valuables away. Don't even need the diamond or gold. Put the redstone in there as well. Alright. Right, how long have we been live for? Over an hour. I'm gonna head back to the Nether Hub, I think, and tell you another little thing I wanted to talk about. So with all this like computer troubles going on, I was thinking with Windows 10 coming out, what I might do is get a new solid state drive, because my current one is like got 10 gigabytes free and that's it. And then I was thinking about putting Windows 10 on the new hard drive and dual booting them so I can switch between the two. Then I can use this one for recording and doing things like normal, and I can switch to Windows 10 and start to get everything to work on there and see if I can record with it, and if there's really any advantage to using Windows 10. It should be pretty cool. But I don't even know if it's possible. It should be possible with solid state drives. You left your dogs. Yep, they're going to stay there. They're not supposed to come with us. They're actually part of how the farm over there works. Don't have a heart attack, please. I don't think I will. I'm healthy. I just think I need to move around a bit. I've been sat down too much today, recording and working on bits and bobs. Windows 10 is out already. It's not. It's out on the end of this month, like one day before the month ends, I do believe. At least that's what I read was the release date. Windows 10 has the obvious advantage that it will always be supported. Always? It won't always be supported. I'm not sure quite what you mean by that, or unless you're making a joke. Look out, Windows 10 has a different version of Minecraft. It doesn't. It has Windows 10 Edition and this one as well. I'm using Windows 7 at the moment. Make a video of your setup. I can't until I have my own place, really. Then I'd be free to do like a setup video. Oh, taking damage. You should roll. What? Roll on the floor laughing. Someone says 7. Ha. Sumer is poor. What's the logic there? Like, why would that even matter if someone was poor? Why does 7 mean they're poor? Oh god. The way some people think. Windows 10 is last version on Windows. What do you mean they're not gonna they're gonna call it something different? Like they're not gonna call it Windows? I'm not really sure what the point is. In your video about Hypno's Tunnel, when you couldn't figure out what to put in the corner, when you just had cobblestone temporarily, did you try putting in a cobblestone wall? I didn't, because behind here there's other blocks, so I decided to go with that. I did actually think about the wall, it would have matched this bit, but then you'd have seen the other blocks. And yeah, I can't wait to finish this bit as well. It's going to be cool. Excuse me. Husky is clearly jealous. He could be, he might not be. Jealousy is an emotion I don't understand. I've never felt jealous ever. I don't really understand that. Like, if someone, like, the concept of what? Someone's got something you want, can't you be happy for them instead? If it's something you want, it's obviously a good thing. It's good for them if it's good for you. There's nothing else for us to do here, really, now that we've done that. They can plan on continually updating it and not release any new major changes like they did from XP to Vista. That's a really strange move. That sounds like a strange move. But interesting, M. Wilkinson. If that's their plan, there probably will be a time when hardware outdates software in some respect, or vice versa. Mine your diamonds now, please. I am probably going to save it for a little bit of a time lapse or something like that. It's when greed takes over common sense. Could be. And someone says, never jealous, doubt it. Maybe when I was a kid I was, like, when I was a little bit more, like, emotionally underdeveloped, but, like, not as an adult. From XP to Vista. Is that what I said? Oh, God. You should really sort out all the chests you have spread over the entire map. Red Smeagol, my plan is, when the storage system is built, to then do a little time lapse of me, like, collecting all the random chests that I got lying around, because there's way too many of them, like, all over the place. And yeah. Anyway, right, I think we're going to wrap this one up. We had 2 new subscribers today. I didn't get any notifications. Did I not? Did I mess something up? I think I messed something up. And apparently, did we have? Oh, let me check, because I've had no noises in my ears. You guys can be confirmation of that. Okay, I think I forgot to reset my stream set. I'm not sure. I think I might have made a mistake. Either way, I want to say thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't followed, click the follow button. If you want to catch the live streams when they're not live, then there is the second channel. You can find links to all that stuff down there in the description box. But I have a pain in my side, and I need to move about a bit. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.